We're testing the Lucid Air Grand Touring Performance for a year. After winning our 2022 Car of the Year award, this luxury EV sedan now needs to prove itself again during 12 months of hard living at the hands of our editors. The Lucid Air pulled off the improbable when it took home MotorTrend's 2022 Car of the Year honor. A fledgling company shooting for the moon with its first production vehicle built a car that was more impressive than anything fielded by a dozen automakers with centuries of experience behind them. Imagine the odds. As monumental as that accomplishment is, though, designing and engineering a great vehicle is not the hardest part of making cars. The real challenge is building 1,000 and then 10,000 and then 100,000 examples of that car, with the quality and reliability that modern car buyers expect, all while making enough money to stay in business. Lucid Motors is working through that crux right now, having delivered approximately 4,500 cars and striving to ramp up production as quickly as executives, investors, customers, and even the MotorTrend staff would like. You see, we've been waiting for an extended test of an Air along with thousands of would-be buyers ever since Lucid claimed the Golden Calipers trophy in late 2021. In November 2022, the California startup finally came through with a 2022 Lucid Air Grand Touring Performance for a 12-month long-term test. We're now on our way to piling on at least 20,000 miles in an accelerated version of the real-life test happening in thousands of owners' driveways. Can Lucid's brainy engineering still impress us after the novelty has worn off? Does the Air have the durability to thrive in the face of relentless, unapologetic hard use at the hands of our drivers? Will we still love it when America's pathetic EV charging infrastructure inevitably lets us down as our kids throw tantrums in the back seat? We're about to find out. Introducing the MotorTrend Lucid Air. The Air Grand Touring comes in two specs, the standard Grand Touring and the sportier Grand Touring Performance. Both are stupendously quick and lavishly appointed with bladder-busting range and a seriously heavy price, but we opted for the faster, more powerful performance model. The $180,650 sedan can stretch its 118.0 kWh battery to 446 miles, down from the GT's 516 miles, according to the EPA, or rocket to 60 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds on a wave of 1,050 horsepower, 0.3 seconds quicker and 231 horsepower more than the GT. The only options on the Grand Touring Performance are paint and interior colors, with our long-termer wearing zenith red over a handsome black and saddle interior Lucid calls Tahoe. Every GTP includes a full glass roof that seamlessly spills into the windshield, a 4-screen cockpit, the Dream Drive Pro driver assistance system, and summer tires mounted on 21-inch wheels, as shown in the pictures here. Since our Lucid is currently living in Michigan, we've done most of our 3,500 miles to date on a set of 19-inch Lucid wheels with Pirelli Winter Sato 03 Elect LM1 winter tires. Getting set up. It's possible to hop into the Air with the key fob in your pocket, tap the column shifter into drive and sail off into the sunset, but the complete Lucid experience requires setting up the car similar to how you configure a new phone. In other words, there's a lot of logging in. It starts with a Lucid account that's used as the primary login for the car and the phone app. If you want to use the Air's Alexa-powered voice commands, you also need to sign into an Amazon account and then agree to upload your contacts and your text messages to Amazon's servers to activate the full functionality. I've accepted those terms, reluctantly, in the interest of science. If Amazon starts emailing my wife birthday gift ideas based on texts with my pals, I'll let you know. AM and FM radio reception is lousy in the Air, and there's no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto integration, so it feels necessary to have an account with at least one of the built-in audio streaming services. Currently, that's Spotify, TuneIn, Tidal, Pocket Casts, and SiriusXM, which was recently added via over-the-air update. That last one is not satellite radio as you currently know it, but another internet-based service. It's currently provided free of charge to all Lucid owners as an unfinished beta program, but the company says it will roll out a finalized subscription version in 2023. Before that happens, we're hoping programmers can fix the long, awkward pause that occurs every time you switch stations. You will, of course, want to pair a phone for making calls and streaming audio over Bluetooth, and there's a second, easy enough procedure to program a phone as a key for accessing and starting the car if you prefer not to use Lucid's sleek key fob or RFID access card. In addition to the primary account, you can also create up to 4 additional profiles via the car's infotainment system that can save seat, mirror, and steering wheel positions, radio presets, and navigation destinations. These profiles work best if you program them to automatically load as the vehicle detects a specific key approaching. If you rely on the facial recognition system or manually select a profile, it can take as long as 20 seconds, equivalent to one eternity when you're in a hurry, to load the new settings, which can only be done when the car is in park. Most Lucid customers are ushered through these setup tasks when they take delivery of the car, making it a painless one-time process they'll soon forget about. But even once the car's settings are dialed in, Lucid's interface is different enough that even 2 months in, I still feel like I'm working my way up the learning curve. The key fob, for example, features a single button that controls 4 different functions: lock, unlock, open trunk, open front. Every time I use it, I have to stop and consciously think of what I want to do in the right sequence of presses before I hit anything. It's a car, too. The same sweet driving dynamics that wooed the editors during our 2022 Car of the Year testing continue to leave us blabbering like nerds. For example, the Lucid Air's dynamics are so dialed in, the car transforms from a luxury cruiser to a sport sedan based solely on how you drive. Michigan roads during freeze-thaw season have more craters than the moon, but the low and light air skates over the pavement as if it's brand new Arizona blacktop. Driven quickly, the 5,264-pound sedan traces arcs so smooth, you could only redraw them with a French curve. The long travel accelerator pedal always has more to give, yet the chassis is so balanced and poised that 1,050 horsepower never feels excessive or reckless. It's just right. The Air's ability to do it all and be anything and everything makes it seem like you're riding on some kind of electro-hydro-pneumatic suspension wizardry, but nope, just steel coil springs and unextraordinary adaptive dampers, beautifully tuned. If anything about the Lucid Air grows tiresome or gets on our nerves in the next 10 months, we're guessing it won't be the way this car drives. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.